Happy Wednesday, rock stars. Rebecca Bertoldi here with episode 2 of the Small Business Marketing Q&A show. This week we are going to look at the question, does boosting posts on Facebook actually work? Super excited to get through this. That was submitted by Jamie from the Professional Women of Westchester and Professional Women of Putnam networking groups in the Lower Hudson Valley. So, okay, does boosting posts work? Well, they work for what they're supposed to work for. And that is to get people to engage with the post itself. So, that may not be a bad thing. If you're looking to just have, people get their eyes on the post, engage with it a little bit, like it, comments, things like that, it can work great. But if you want your users to take another action, they don't work so well. The truth is, Facebook has a really great ad system. It's a huge ad system, and it knows its users very well. It knows that I just moved to Connecticut. It knows that I like pizza. It knows that I have friends in many different states throughout the U.S. It knows that I'm in business. So there's a lot of different things that Facebook knows about us. It knows our activities that we're doing online. So it's able to really create some great profiles. So a lot of people that I've met don't really know about this ad system though. So I'm going to show you a little bit of the back end here, and you can see what I mean. So first, let's take a look at the objectives page. You see all these objectives here? The boosts fall under the engagement objective. So that's just one. Looking at awareness, the brand awareness and reach, these are really if you want as many eyes on your post as possible. You just want this post to go as far and as wide in the Facebook network that it can. And you don't necessarily want them to take action, but you want to be seen. Let's take a look at the second column, which is consideration. Traffic is first up here, and this is when you want people to go visit your website or landing page or Fund Me page or something like that. And it's basically going to find as many people that the system thinks will click through and go visit that page. So engagements we talked about briefly. That one is for your page likes, to get people to engage with your posts, if you want people to respond to your event, things like that. App installs, if you've created an app for, say someone's phone and you want them to install it, those are the ads you go for. Pretty self-explanatory. Video views will allow you to inexpensively get more eyes on your video. And that can be, just that you want to circulate the video, which is fine too. But it may also be that you're trying to create warm leads. So Jamie, in your case, let's say you had a video that was 5 tips for mastering your networking. And we wanted to use this video to kind of create some warm leads for people to join your networking groups. We would set up a video views campaign. We would collect all that data and see who is interacting with the video, whether they liked it, shared it, or anything else like that. Facebook also knows how much of the video each user is watching. So if we have a video views ad and we put the networking video in it, anyone that interacts with it, we can then retarget through their advertising system to then check out a meeting, sign up for a membership, however else you want to advertise to them. But it gives you a set of warmer leads than if you were just creating an audience and sending it out for them to take action without them knowing you. The next one here is lead generation, or lead gen. And this is when you use the Facebook tools to create a form that people fill out in order to get something at the end. So they could be signing up for a free consultation, or in most cases, and what I use it mostly for, is we will create an ebook that we think our target audience would be interested in getting. We put that ebook up. They have to give their email address in order to receive it, to get the download. And then from there, we use the people that, we get added to our list to either email market to them, or we can also use it for creating ads, which I'll show you more on that in a second. The last one in the consideration column here is messages. You can create message ads that will send people to your Messenger account if they want more information. Additionally, you have the option to create some automatic responses. So if you get the same questions over and over again, you may want to put those automated responses in and guide people to you. And this can actually help, this automated process in the beginning can actually help send you more qualified leads. So that's a way to use that. Our last column here is for conversions. So a conversion is just a major action that you want your users to take. In a lot of cases, a conversion is a sale. But in other cases, it can be a webinar sign up. It can be a podcast subscription, something like that. Really, whatever action you want to take is the conversion. And the way the conversion ads work is it communicates with your website or wherever you're sending them to know when that conversion actually takes place. So you would set these up. The first one here is you can send them, say, to a website, and whatever action it is that you want them to take, they can take it there, and that would be a conversion. The second one is catalog sales. If you have an e-commerce site, you can connect your product inventory to Facebook, and it creates a catalog for you. And from there, you can then create a conversion ad to get catalog sales. And lastly, they do have a way to track offline purchases. So if you run an ad in Facebook, they have a way to track it so that if the people are coming into your physical location, they can know that it came from the Facebook ad. So there you have it. There's a ton more than just boosting posts and just getting engagement. So there's a lot here. Let's take a look now at one of my other favorite tools in their ad system, which is the Audience Builder. This is really where you can target, just about anything, and you can really hone in on who's responding to your ads. So you can do a lot of experimenting, which I always recommend people do some experimenting. And let's see, so we can start with the location of the target audience. Where do your buyers live? And pay special attention to just above where it says United States. It says people living in or recently in this location. There are times that may work, but the majority of the time it's going to be that you want to change that to people that live in this location if you're targeting local shoppers. Next, you can kind of target your buyer's demographics. So what is their age, gender, their language? And then at the bottom, you can target them by their interests, their job titles, life events. Facebook, again, has a lot of data points on us. So Jamie, if you were doing some targeting here, you may want to type in some phrases and you can see what's in the list and choose from there. But like business women, you want women in business, you would maybe pick the promoting women in business. You may also want to add in networking, marketing, things like that. It will really help to get more qualified leads coming your way if you pay attention to your audiences. The next thing I want to briefly show you, because now we're getting a little advanced. You don't mind a little advanced, right? I want to show you custom audiences. And again, very briefly, because I could actually spend an entire afternoon talking about this. So here we're looking at a few different ways that you can use your list. You can bring people in, upload your customer list, and use that to target your customers, to send them ads, to send them offers, anything you want. You can connect your website to Facebook and show people ads that maybe visited your site but they didn't take action or they didn't have a conversion. Additionally, you can do things like with Facebook sources, like your video views and your Facebook page interactions. You can take all of those and create an audience out of that. And why wouldn't you want to? Because these are not just people that you see interacting with your business. These are people that are kind of there and maybe lurking around that you don't see. So you want to create this audience to capture those people. They're clearly curious about you, so give them something to be curious about. Next, I'm going to briefly show you lookalikes because it does tie into the custom audience. A custom audience is a representation of existing customers or people that are engaging with you. So a lookalike takes those people and it kind of targets them, people who have a similar profile. And when I say profile, I mean people that fit some of the similar interests as your buyers. So what could be in that profile? I mean, there's millions of data points that Facebook has. So Jamie, your audience, when Facebook is reviewing it, may show up as having similar interests like following local news, or they like to dine out, engage with business articles, maybe they all exercise. Like it'll kind of bring that profile together, and it'll show your ad to people that are like your existing buyers. So again, it's a little bit more of, it's a warmer, I don't want to say lead, it's a warmer campaign that you can run, knowing that people are kind of already pre-qualified, if you will. So using a lookalike is great because it helps you to find new buyers that you may not have found any other way. Okay, so just to recap, we're not going to use boosts unless we want people to stay on our page on Facebook. And Facebook, let me tell you, they want you to stay on the page. They make that boost button really easy, don't they? We are going to make sure that we're creating new audiences and using every resource we can get. That's our goal. So Jamie, thank you so much for that question. It's a great question. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I'm very grateful that you were here again. I am so very happy to be doing this, and I will put the link for you to submit your own question so that I can answer it for you too. Next week, I will be answering the question, how can I help new subscribers that don't know me personally get to know me? Great question, right? Well, I can't wait to answer it next week. I hope to see you there. Same time, same channel. Have a great week, everyone.